If you're like me, you've experienced the frustration of putts not going where you aimed them. Very frustrating, and it happens a lot. And I've tried everything to fix it, and I finally discovered a cure. You see, the problem is I'm not aiming where I think I'm aiming, and neither are you. And by the way, surprisingly, neither are 60% of the PGA Tour pros. Well, stick around, because in this video we're going to prove that, demonstrate why it is, and most importantly, a simple way to fix it and aim your putts at your target and make more putts. So let's dive into it. So in this video, we're going to talk about using a line on your golf ball. And I resisted that. I didn't feel like using the line, didn't think it helped for a long time. And there's some recent discoveries, and you need to know the right way to use the line, and we're going to include that in this video. But before we do, how to use the line the right way and make sure you're aimed where you think you're aimed, I got to give you some facts. Fact number one, David Adele in his lab has proven that 93% of you cannot set up with your putter and point the ball and the putter face square to the target. What he did is he took people, he gave them their putter, he put a mirror on the face of their putter, said line up to a ball and point this ball at the hole. Then he shot a laser straight from the hole to that ball, pulled the ball out of the way, and only 7 out of every 100 people did the laser reflect back to the hole. The others, it was all over the place. So 93% of you, there's a 93% chance that you aren't able to aim your putter where you think you're aiming it. Now, doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. It simply means that the way our eyes work, it's deceptive. I've talked about that a lot on this channel. Surprisingly, the pros, the PGA Tour pros, struggle with the same thing. Let me give you a fact here. They make 4 out of 10 putts, 40% from 10 feet. Now, I'm going to contend that it's not a problem with speed that's causing them to miss from 10 feet. Because think about it, from 10 feet, you've got a wide range. You can hit the ball fast enough to just get to the front of the hole, or you can hit it as far as 27, maybe even 36 inches past the hole, as long as you hit it the right line. But if you're off, so you got this much room on speed, but if you're off that much on line, it doesn't go in. Well, the PGA Tour pros miss 60% of their putts from 10 feet, which means I'm assuming that they hit the ball straight up a line. I'm assuming that they hit at the right speed. I know that they do 95, 98% of the time. Well, that means 55% of the time they either are not aimed right or they misread the green. I refuse to accept that PGA Tour pros with caddies helping them can't read a 10-foot putt right 55% of the time. So the problem is they're not aiming where they think they're aiming. In this video, the rest of this video, we're going to fix that by talking about how to use a line on your golf ball. Think about it this way. If I lay a ball out here on the green and I've got a line pointed at the target that I want to hit, is it easier for me to start the ball at that target and see that line with a line on the ball, or with just a blank space on the ball? Well, of course it's easier with the line. I mean, that question's as simple as, can you shoot a rifle accurately without a sight? No, you need sights. So there's no question that the line on the ball helps. And I know a lot of you don't like the line on the ball because it makes you uncomfortable. You get over the ball and it doesn't feel right. Well, let's fix that right now. So here's what I want you to do when you're using a line on the ball. Mark your ball, like always. Read the green, fix ball marks, fix your ball mark, fix somebody else's ball mark. Read the green and decide where you want to start the ball. Now, walk up, set your ball down in front of your mark with the line pointed at your starting target. Just try that. You're going to get it fairly close, not 100% accurate, but you're going to get it fairly close. Then what I want you to do is back up behind the putt and look and see, is that pointed at my target? And I'm going to give you something here that will help you, and that's this. Take your putter, put the shaft of it against your belt, right eye dominant. You're going to put it under your right on your right belt loop, and you're going to put the putter head up like this so it'll be stable because it's heavier on those days when the wind's blowing. You're holding it something like this. Left eye dominant, you're going to put it over here under your left belt buckle or into your left belt loop, immediately under your dominant eye. By the way, if you don't know what your dominant eye is and how to determine that, here's what you do. Put your hands up over your eyes like this, looking right between your hands like I'm looking directly at the camera. All right, so I close my left eye, nothing moves with my right eye open and left eye closed. I close my right eye and I'm looking over here. I can't not even see the camera with my left eye closed. That means I'm right eye dominant. But now you don't want to set up with your putter looking right down the middle because I'm right eye dominant. If my putter's over here in the middle, I'm looking at it at an angle like that. That's not what we want. So you set your putter on your chest or on your waist, immediately under your dominant eye, and then you line up one side of your shaft. Because this is a straight edge, we hope your putter edge is straight, like you hadn't gotten angry and bent it across your knee or around somebody's head or something. So you have a straight edge, and you line that up with the line on the ball, and here low, and then you look at the higher end. Is that line where my target, my start line is? So let's give an example. I've got a putt set up here. It's 30 feet. And it's a pretty big breaker. My start line is 2 feet and 8 inches left of the hole. Now you can't do this on the golf course, but for purposes of illustration, I'll put a tee 2 feet 8 inches outside the hole. It's going to break from my right to left 2 feet 8 inches. Now go back to my ball. I set up and I aim the line on my golf ball at my target, that tee out there that's 2 feet and 8 inches out left of the hole. Line up at that, and then I check it with my putter shaft. Needs maybe a tiny bit of adjustment. I make that, step back again and check it. That's good. Now I set up with the putter square to that. Then I step in, make sure the rest of my alignment, go through my checks with hands, feet, shoulders, eye position, ball position. Glance at the hole one last time for the distance, make the stroke, trusting that line. And of course I leave it 6 inches short in the heart. But from 30 feet, that line was perfect. That's a 10-footer, goes in. That's a 12-footer, it goes in. 8-footer, it goes in. Now I know a lot of you have started using the alignment ball mark. Well, you can use it the same way. You mark your ball, pick up your ball, and then you point the alignment arrow at the target. When you're confident that it's there, you can back up and check it with your putter shaft. Make sure that the line is pointed where you want it to be on that target. And then you walk up and put your ball down with the line on your ball, matching that line on the alignment ball mark. Pull the mark up, and then you know it's there. By the way, you could do the same thing with a coin and a line drawn straight across it and then twist the coin. There's any number of ways that you can do that with a ball marker or with the line on your ball. Just be careful as you move your ball not to pull your ball mark until you're finished wiggling the ball so that you'll be legal and legit there. Now, when you go out to practice this or on the course, you can use the line that's on the ball, you can mark your ball, you can practice or play with what I call these bipolar balls. They're two-tone balls, and line it up It looks very pretty. It's also a good way to see if you've hit your putt on line, because it just looks like it's gliding across the surface of the green if you hit it absolutely flush and square. TaylorMade has these new balls that are blue. They also have them with a yellow or a pink. Any of those, you can use those to practice with. It's very easy with this for me to set it down, know that that line is pointed at my target, and then set up to that ball. By the way, if you mark a line on your golf ball, Dave Pelz suggests that you use a red line. It helps people line up their putter face square to the line easier, he's found in his research. When you go out to practice, by the way, the best way to practice this, so you'll, number one, get good at it, number two, be fast, because I do not want you slowing down the pace of play. Keep up with the pace of play. So here's how to do that so you'll be good and fast. Go out on the practice green, practice setting up a ball, forget break for a second, where you're aimed straight dead center of the hole, and then back up and check it. Yeah, that one's pretty good. I'm just a little bit left center of the hole, not perfect. Then pick that ball up. You don't have to worry about stroking the putt, because the putt's going to break. It's not going to go in. You're just practicing, learning how to set up the line, use the line on your ball, and make sure that you're aimed. You can go around the same hole, put the ball down in 10, 12, 20 different places. Point the line on your ball at the center of the hole, back up and check it, and make sure you're aimed right. Work on it till you get good at that. You won't slow down the pace of play. Try this and let me know how it works for you. So if you like this, that'll help you aim better and make more putts. You'll love this video. That'll also help you make putts. And you know the rest of the drill. Like, subscribe, comment, share, and here's to you making more putts.